welcome back to my channel, Planty Princess. My name is Ashley. Today, as you can tell, we are doing an unboxing. I probably say this every time, but I am literally so excited for this unboxing. This, I think, is going to be a really exciting unboxing for you as well. I know unboxings are definitely one of my favorite things to watch. I love seeing the reaction when people open the plants they've been waiting for. I love checking out the plants. Because even if you buy or get the same plant as somebody else, they always have different variations. The leaves always look a little different. The variegation always looks a little bit different. So I love always checking out different plants from different people. So I hope you guys enjoy this unboxing. Before we get into it, I am going to tell you this is a Hoya, a rare Hoya, I guess, so to speak. Not rare in the sense it's hard to come by, because right now it is popping everywhere. It's all over eBay, Etsy. This Hoya is definitely not scarce. It's definitely available, but it is rare in price. So this is definitely a pricey Hoya. I think for the size of the Hoya that I got, I definitely got a great price. I was actually very shocked when I won this Hoya for the amount that I did. I will share that with you in a bit. I will also, as always, link the seller down in the description below. Like I said, I did win this in an eBay auction. So without any further ado, let's just get this thing open, because I've been waiting all day for this to arrive. So I just can't wait. So let me give you one more hint. It is a Hoya with some silver in it. I know that doesn't narrow it down because there really are a bunch, but there is only a few there's only a few ones that are really popular right now that are going around. So this is how it is packaged in here. It's in here with some paper. Then when you take the paper out, it's in here in a Starbucks cup. Had to cover it because you can't see it quite yet. It is in here in the Starbucks cup. Looks like it has this surrounding it to keep the cup from moving, but it also has cotton in the cup, keeping it from, the leaves from squishing and stuff like that. I'm looking at it through the cup, and OMG. It is just so beautiful. Okay, so I won't make you wait any longer. Let's just get this out of here. So here is a little glimpse. Can you tell what it is? It might be hard from this point of view because it's shaped like the Rang Sen, but because I said that, you now know that it is not the Rang Sen. Okay. I don't like the way this is. There we go. Oh, this is cute. So it's in like a little square clear pot, I guess. I like this. I like this little clear square pot. So this is another one that wasn't on my wish list. Again, when I did make my wish list, I don't know that this was really too popular at the beginning of the year. At least I didn't really come across it much. It just kind of recently, in the last few months, kind of really just blew up and has been like, on everybody's wish list, become real popular, become real expensive. And maybe it was in the beginning of the year when I made my wish list. I just haven't really seen much of this plant back in January when I made my wish list. So anyways, this was definitely on my wish list now. I'm super excited that I got it. So this is the Hoya Carnosa Wilbur Graves. So gorgeous. It has 6 leaves on it. It does have a tendril coming up here, but it looks like the tip of it kind of dried up. I'm not sure if that was an active growth point or not, to be honest. So, but either way, it does have 6 leaves. I think it's supposed to be rooted. I am not going to pull it out of here because this plant was just way too expensive to abrupt it and disturb it. I want to let it acclimate. So two leaf cuttings of this plant, rooted or not rooted, whatever, they're going for in the high $200s, low $300. I won this plant, 6 leaves. It's a very nice, generous cutting. I won this plant for The total with tax and shipping came to $4.92. So I am like amazed. I've seen smaller cuttings go for over $500, which I just blows my mind. I think that is so outrageous. Although I did spend a lot of money on this plant, I just couldn't, and I've spent a lot of money on other plants, but for some reason for this plant, I just couldn't bring myself to spend over $500 on a 2-leaf cutting. So I was bidding on this. I was willing to go up there for it because it had so many leaves. I would have not paid more than $500 for this though. So I was quite pleased that when I won this, I won it for less than $500, including the shipping and taxes, which I was very happy about. But anyways, let me just get you up close. Check out this Hoya quick because she is just gorgeous. So the leaves are just so beautiful. They're full of silver. I really love these leaves up front here, how it is, you know, half green and then half just flooded with that silver look to it. This is another leaf up here. So gorgeous. We have another one over here. Super beautiful. And let's check out if I can, I'm scared to even like bend it. So this is a very beautiful plant. It is not currently able to be propagated because they are just kind of all like coming out of that one little point right here. But I'm hoping soon that it will kind of tendril a bit, throw up a tendril. I'm really not sure how fast these grow. When you hold them up to the light, you can kind of see some faint venations running through them. Not so much on the silver side, but more on the green side. Faintly through the silver, but I'm noticing more of the venations kind of more where the green spots are. So let me see if I can get that. Probably not because the lights are like awkwardly placed. But you know, if you have this plant, hold it up to the light. I always like checking out the venations. Maybe from the back side you can see them. I'm not sure. But they're not anything too crazy. They're just, you know, your normal venations that just split off once from each side. But I really like that you're kind of able to see that a little bit through the green side because I do love those veiny Hoyas. This one is just so gorgeous. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased with how it came through. It came in very healthy. It was exactly everything that I hoped for. It looks better than it did in the pictures, which is always fantastic. I think this little leaf here is the newest leaf. And it even looks like there is a small growth point kind of starting in here. It will probably nearly be impossible to see, but right in between these two leaves here, there is a small tip kind of coming in there. Like I said, it's probably impossible to see, but anyways, you can get another glimpse at the leaves. They're just so gorgeous. So again, this is the Hoya carnosa Wilbur Graves. I hope you enjoyed seeing this Hoya. I know especially with this Hoya here specifically, they all just look, I mean, obviously they look like a Hoya Wilbur Graves, but the splash is always just so different. It's always just so unique. Some have more, some have less, some are almost like purely silver leaves, where it only looks like the green is splashing on the leaf because the leaves are that silver. This is just a very gorgeous plant. I expect this plant to grow on the slower side. I am hoping that it does grow at a steady pace, but I am expecting it to grow slower because of all that silver. I know silver variegation isn't like, you know, white variegation, but even still, I just expect it to be more of a slower pace grower, which I'm totally fine with as long as it's healthy. As long as it's growing, I will patiently wait for this one to grow. I definitely will do a care video on spilling the soil at some point when I kind of learn the ins and outs of this plant. I'm going to keep it in high humidity. I will probably eventually put it in pond, but for now, to let acclimate for a month or two, I am going to leave it in the substrate here because it is nice and chunky, and the wood will hold a little bit of that water, or the orchid bark will hold a little bit of that water, just as some of the minerals or those rocks in the pond mixture will. So I think she's going to be quite happy. I will water her when her leaves start to get a little tender. But other than that, I am just going to give her lots and lots of bright and direct light and keep her in a high humidity to encourage some new growth. Thank you for joining me in another unboxing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in the content I provide. And as always, every plant's a princess. Bye.